Gulfam and the Moon Fairy. In a faraway village, there lived a boy named Gulfam. Gulfam belonged to a poor but honorable family. He was not only hardworking, but also kind-hearted and very brave. He was always ready to help others, even if he received nothing in return. One day, as usual, Gulfam went to work in his fields. The sun was harsh. The work was heavy. And slowly, tiredness took over his body. After working for a long time, he decided to rest. Under the shade of a large tree, a cool breeze was blowing, and the surroundings were quiet and peaceful. After a few moments, Gulfam noticed a small bird lying on the ground, fluttering helplessly. Gulfam quickly stood up and gently picked up the bird in his hands. When he looked closely, his heart sank. A sharp nail was pierced into the bird's body. Without wasting a moment, Gulfam gave the bird some water and carefully began to remove the nail. As soon as the nail came out, a bright light flashed. And in the very next moment, the bird turned into a beautiful fairy. Gulfam stared in amazement. The fairy smiled and said, "Do not be afraid. My name is Moon Fairy." Then she told Gulfam her story. She explained that a cruel magician had punished her for helping a kind princess by turning her into a bird. The magician had driven a nail into her back and said that she would remain in that form until a human removed the nail. The same magician had imprisoned a beautiful princess inside his palace. He wanted to marry her by force.
"Marry me."
"I will never marry you."
But the princess refused to accept him at any cost. The princess was the only daughter of the king and queen. Since her disappearance, the king and queen had been crying day and night. Moon Fairy begged Gulfam to help save the princess. Gulfam knew that this mission could cost him his life, yet he agreed without hesitation. Moon Fairy extended her magical wand and said, "Close your eyes and hold this." A few moments later, a strong jolt was felt. When Gulfam opened his eyes, he found himself standing in front of a strange and mysterious palace. Moon Fairy told him that the princess was imprisoned inside this palace. She also explained that inside the palace there was a small bird locked in a cage, and the magician's life was hidden inside that bird. The fairy handed Gulfam a ring and said, "Wear this ring. It will protect you from magic." Gulfam put on the ring and entered the palace. Right in front of him, he saw the princess tied with ropes. Her name was Gul Bano. Gulfam first freed the princess, then rushed toward the cage and grabbed the bird. Suddenly, the entire palace began to shake. The princess cried out in fear. "The magician is coming!" In the next moment, a terrifying magician appeared before them. Roaring angrily, he shouted, "Give me the bird, if you want to stay alive!" Gulfam refused. The magician attacked with powerful spells, but because of the ring, the magic had no effect. Finally, Gulfam tightly closed his fist and twisted the bird's neck. In an instant, the magician was destroyed. A strong wind blew, and the palace disappeared. Moon Fairy ran toward them happily. Together, they reached the king's palace. When the king and queen saw their daughter, they wept with joy. They thanked Gulfam, and impressed by his bravery, announced his marriage to the princess. Gulfam was declared the heir to the throne, and his poor parents were invited to live in the palace as well. And so, Gulfam and Gul Bano lived a happy and peaceful life together. And thus, kindness, bravery, and compassion were rewarded in the end.